Some of the most iconic castles in the world are associated with King Ludwig II of Bavaria, a romantic dreamer often referred to as the Swan King or Fairy Tale King. Ludwig spared no expense in creating lavish palaces across southern Germany. These magnificent castles and dreamy palaces delight visitors, attracting millions from around the world each year. We'll start with Nymphenburg Palace, because that's where it all began for Ludwig. This Baroque palace is the birthplace of the Crown Prince, who was born here in 1845. Originally built in the 17th century as a summer residence for Bavarian rulers, today it's one of the most famous sites in Munich, renowned for its opulent architecture and vast landscaped gardens. Highlights of any visit to Nymphenburg include the magnificent carriages and sleighs of King Ludwig II. Neuschwanstein Castle, with its fairy tale design, is one of Germany's most famous landmarks, a whimsical blend of medieval and Gothic styles, featuring fanciful turrets and spires. Perched dramatically on a rugged cliff top overlooking the village of Hohenschwangau, Neuschwanstein is the most famous of King Ludwig II's castles. Commissioned by him in 1869, today this 19th century Romanesque revival palace is one of the most visited castles in Germany, if not the entire world. Hohenschwangau Castle was the summertime boyhood home of Ludwig II. This romantic medieval-style fortress was built by Ludwig's father, King Maximilian II, in the 19th century. Hohenschwangau offers breathtaking views of the surrounding area, including the picturesque Alpsee. Can you imagine young Ludwig gazing over at the opposing hilltop, dreaming his fanciful fairy tale castle to life? Linderhof Palace is the smallest and most intimate of Ludwig's creations. The king had a bit of an obsession with all things French. Given that fact, it's no surprise that this stunning palace was inspired by the French King Louis XIV's Palace of Versailles. Highlights include the Moroccan house, which was built in Morocco and moved here, the Moorish kiosk with its peacock throne, and the Venus Grotto. The grotto features a man-made lake and an ornate stage fit for a king. Herrenchiemsee Palace is situated in the middle of Lake Chiemsee. This grand, sprawling palace is the largest of the palaces commissioned by the king. Dubbed the Bavarian Versailles, it's Ludwig's answer to the Sun King's Palace of Versailles. On strict orders from King Ludwig, it was imperative that everything in this palace be done in the French style. The castle grounds feature statues and fountains, reminiscent of the gardens of Versailles. Ludwig II was born in the year 1845 to Crown Prince Maximilian II of Bavaria and Princess Marie of Prussia. Ludwig was just shy of his 19th birthday when, upon the death of his father, he became the King of Bavaria. His youth and good looks endeared him to the people of Bavaria. His extravagant spending had the opposite effect on his ministers. The king is often referred to as Mad King Ludwig. However, there is little, if any, evidence that he was actually mad. Eccentric, yes. A reckless spender, yes. Mad? It is doubtful. In order to get the king and his spending under control, his ministry had him declared mad by a panel of psychiatrists who had never even met him in person. Sadly, Ludwig's life ended at the young age of 40, surrounded by mystery, intrigue, and most likely treachery. Did you know that there are even more castles associated with King Ludwig? You'll find them on our website. Additionally, you'll get practical tips on visiting the castles, including an interactive map of the castle locations, information on bookable group and private tours, and more information on the ever-mysterious and fascinating character of King Ludwig II of Bavaria. Head on over to We're Not in Kansas Anymore for the full article. You'll find the link in the comments.